Hi, hello and welcome to another video. Today we are in Yunnan and some people have questioned or asked how do we travel around China in this RV with two cats and one dog. So today I thought I will introduce the RV to you. So this is what we call the extended mode. So we are in a camp and there's a lot of our stuff that actually goes into the RV or the car that is outside. So let's go show you from the outside first and then we go inside. All right, so what we got here is a 7-meter Knossos Sport. It's model 2020. We bought a second hand at the end of 2021. At the front, you have your hitch, and we installed this bike rack to carry our bags, which are over there. This is Kona, by the way. Okay, so let's look what we have at the front. At the front, we have the spare wheel, we have some tools, we have the ladder, which I'll show you, the solar system on top. We have a gray water tank in case we are in a place where there's no hoses for a gray water tank, like in this particular park, you can see that's our gray water hose. But if we're in a place where they aren't, so we use that one. And the ladder, and we carry two tanks of gas. These are 5 liter, and there's another under there. It's pretty comfy, pretty spacious and very convenient. Along this way, the left side of the car, we have the water intake. This is our water filter that we bought. It's a German one, so any water that's going in is going to be filtered as well. We use these hoses, which are flexible hoses, and they're super cool. When they're empty, they're like 10 meters long, but when they are full of water, they kind of stretch to about 30 meters. Because it's a bit cold, we removed a heater. We're using the gas heater inside the RV. Over the top there is the pipe where the fumes come out, but this one needs to be open. We have these solar lights. They're automatic, so when it gets dark and somebody passes by, it's got a motion sensor, so they'll turn on full blast for about 20 seconds and then go back to being shut down. At the bottom, we have these blocks that we use to level the car whenever we are in a camp or wherever it is that we arrive, so that the draining of the shower and the refrigerator also needs to be leveled so that it works. Toilet in here, power in here, quite simple. At the bottom, we have these legs, and we have a lot of these caddies to carry things around in certain camps. These legs are automatic, so there's a remote control and they go up and down, and when they find a resistance, then they stop, and that's it, the car is leveled. We also have a mover, so whenever we need to park in very tight spots, that's the mover. I need to connect that with a wrench, so this thing connects to the tire, and then with a remote control that I'll show you later, you'll see that it moves back forward, and you can make very interesting movements with it. On top, we have a reverse camera, we have our stickers and our security reflective tape, and these are plastic actually. This one we put them a few days after we bought the RV, and that's that. Of course, because we live here, we need to have laundry, so we have this laundry line, which is super convenient. If you can hook it from one tree to another, for example, that's great. And the hangers go actually into these little holes, so the wind is not going to take them away. But we also have this one, which is collapsible. We just did laundry. It collapses completely into a very tiny package, so that's our hanger system for laundry. All right, so around this side, we have here a compartment that we store like this table, and we also store the laundry rack back there along here, and behind it is the battery pack that you'll see in a bit. So it's also where the control for the stabilizers is, so when you open it up, you just use the remote control, and that's it. There's a kill switch, so they won't go down when we're moving along the highways, so that's a safety feature. Now, in terms of laundry, we got this tiny little washing machine that, when we are on the move, goes inside the bathroom. But it's one of the first things that we take out because we need to use the bathroom. It's more comfortable to use it. When we're on the move, it's a little bit cramped in there with the washing machine. And this is what I mean by extended. This is, for example, our air fryer. So this is staying outside. Here at this camp, this is all the laundry stuff. Yeah, that's the cat's food. Over here we have some vegetables, fruits, the dog food, the other caddy. So yeah, if we are in a camp that doesn't have this kind of cabinets for you, then we'll put everything on the table and we just eat inside. As you can see, another one of those motion sensor lights. We just stuck them there with some hooks on stickers, so if they fall off, they fall off and whatnot, doesn't matter. We have over the top a tent, but here it doesn't fit in this particular area, so today we did not put it. But the tent is almost 4 meters long and it stretches out about 2.5 meters, so it gives us like another room whenever we are in a camp that doesn't have this sort of bay for you. Bike racks, whenever we go, we just take them out because without taking the bikes down, we cannot open the front and we cannot open the gas when we're moving. Obviously the gas is closed. Alright, so let me show you very quickly in here. This is the control for the stabilizers. So the one on the right in red is the kill switch, and this is the remote control, so I can be anywhere. That's our battery pack. That is they call it 10Du, where it's 1,000 kilowatt kilowatt or milliampere battery. And over here we have, well, things that we don't use all the time, like gear for swimming or work pants, work shirts, and more clothes. That says gimbal, but that's already outside. On the other side we have some battery controllers and inverter and whatnot. So this over here is where we put that table over there. Breaks in, goes here, and also the laundry rack goes in here, and that's locked and done. These chairs right here are some of the most comfortable chairs you can imagine. You pull these things up and they recline and they're like, almost like sleeping over here. Is great if you're taking the sun or just taking a nap outdoors. It's really, really nice. I guess so it's time to go inside. This particular version of the Canos has a very interesting door. You can actually twist this to the side and then it separates. So for example, if you want to like sit inside but have a little bit more wind, then that's okay. It works like that. But for us with the cats, that's not very convenient. Now in this tour I'm also going to tell you some of the things that we changed in the RV. This particular mosquito net, we installed it because the original mosquito net, the cats actually managed to go at the bottom. So if we're going to leave the door open, we actually have 2 mosquito nets to actually keep the mosquitoes out and keep the cats in. So let's go. And there we go. This one right here is Ash, and this one right here is Simba. So it's a very typical Canos if you're familiar with the layout. At the back you have this U-shape dining table. This is where we eat and where we work, and on the top tons of storage. Over here we have like linens and helmets. This over here is my charging station, so that's where I charge my batteries and gear and whatnot. Right here at the back we have coffee and some more clothes, like work clothes if I need to, I don't know, do some presentation or anything. Hygiene, this is company documents and whatnot. This one here is for tools and repair stuff. This is the remote control of the mover, so as you can see, all kinds of movements. I can go front left, front right, rear left, rear right, or just a straight up and down. Oi, what are you doing right there? And this one is, the bottom is medicine cabinet and the top is animal cabinet for medicines or supplements or things like that. Leashes and stuff that the animals need, either the dogs or the cats. We come around this side, and oh, let me show you. For us, because we are living out here and we work on computers and cameras and all these things, we need charging quite a lot. So um, this Canos has a large battery, but that works on 220. So to use it, we need to use the inverter. So what we did is we purchased these tiny inverters, yeah, and we installed these cigarette lighter outlets. So this gives us 12 volt and up to, I think it's 100 watt. So computers, phones, iPads, everything can be charged from here. So that's why we keep all these wires over here, and we have 4 of these. That way we don't need to turn the inverter, which uses a lot of power when it's on. So the battery can last us a very long time. I really like this about the Canos, this little light right here. This nice accent light when you're doing a video, when you're watching a movie or something. Some decorations on the back. This is from Xinjiang. We are headed to Xinjiang very, very soon, so we're very excited about that. We have all kinds of books over here. This is our travel books, or atlases, so to speak. Like we can find roads, highways, places of interest, things like that. We have 3 of these books, different topics, mosquito, of course, and yeah, little cabbies for small little things. Whenever I meet people and they're interested in Colombia, I give them my Colombia book, so lots of pictures and lots of stuff to show them. This comes with a space heater. It works with gas, really, really good. As I showed you outside, you remove the cap and then you turn on here. This is the ignition, and this is, you want it automatic, manual, or off. And yeah, it's a very typical Truma unit. Now for cooling, we have this Truma air conditioner. Remote controls over here. Works really well. A little bit noisy, like most air conditioners. But let's continue with the tour. So skylight over here. We have light here. We also installed these LEDs, but they give us the cheapest ones without the cover. So they're just whatever, they do the job. Because this light sometimes is just not enough. So this one, yeah, it complements it quite well. So skylight over here. This is a cabinet right here where we keep like big coats and things like that, and paper, tissues, towels, and other things. These are so good. These are electric blankets. We have 2, 1 for each, and they're absolutely phenomenal when you are in a cold place like this. So big mirror to make sure that you look good for the videos. On the right we have the kitchen with 2 cabinets on top. This one here is for, well, condiments, oil, whatever. These are our thermos, basically. They're also from Neo, as you can see. So in the morning, one of the first things that we do is we make hot water and put the hot water in there to keep throughout the day. So that's good for if we want some coffee or tea in the afternoon. That's going to stay warm. And on this side, we've got, well, some more food and whatnot. These are our water bottles. When we are in the car, yeah, we fill them with water. And this is what we drink from when we are on the move, basically. All kinds of stuff, just peanut butter jelly, some sugar, salt, all that stuff. This one has 3 cookers, so perhaps let me move this out of the way. 3 cookers, different size, yeah, very convenient. Although I have to say, our favorite way of cooking is either the air fryer or this one right here. Let me show it to you. This thing right here is heaven sent. It's electric, right? We do have to turn on the inverter for that if we are not in a camp. But this thing is made of, I don't know what material, whatever material the pickpocketers are made of. It's so slippery, it just doesn't stick. So we use it for steaks, for soups, for pasta, for just about anything. It's phenomenal and very easy to clean as well. Over here we have the sink, hot water, cold water, no problem. It's not a very deep sink, so it's a little bit mafan. It's a bit troublesome. So sometimes we just do laundry, do the dishes outside. We have this little thing which is really, really cool. I'll show you in a second what it does. The idea is that the pipes in these RVs, right, they're not designed for like taking a lot of food and whatnot, right? So it's not like your home where you can just press a button and it's gonna go flush. So we gotta be careful with what goes into these pipes so they don't get clogged. So we use this thing with a little mesh. Let me show it to you. So this little mesh right here, right, goes there in all four corners, and when you're cleaning the dishes or a pot or whatever, then the big thing, the chunks will stay on the mesh, and then the liquid will just go through the pipe, so it's a lot better. And then you just remove this, throw it in the garbage, and that's it. Super convenient and very useful for RVs. So that stays there all the time. All right, so now on to the bathroom. Yeah, basically it's a regular RV bathroom. It's got the toilet there, the cabinet, which is actually quite convenient. We can store a lot of stuff there, medicine, cosmetics, and whatnot. We installed this one. This one did not come with RV. It's a fan, and it's very good for keeping things cool. It's automatic, so if it starts raining, it's going to close. This is something that we did not know. Since we bought it secondhand, we were not aware that the owner had removed the sink. So if we want to wash our hands or wash our face, we actually have to come out here and do it in the kitchen. So that's a little bit annoying. This thing is pretty good. Another thing that we changed was the shower head. We bought a shower head that's a lot more, I don't know, delivers more water without actually require very high pressure, because we don't want to risk that pipes blowing. But that's another thing that we changed. This one has a very interesting thing that I want to show you. This curtain right here inside, where is it? Hold on. It's on this side, yeah. It actually has a bicycle tube inside. So what happens is that when you blow on this, right, like that, then air is going to go into it, and it's going to be a little bit stretchy, so it's not going to stick to you. Because if you've ever been in a shower with curtains that are not too far, the moment this changes of pressure, the curtain starts touching you, and that's kind of uncomfortable. So two things that I do: put some air in there, and it's going to keep it a little bit more rigid, and turn the fan to blow air in, because it's a two-way fan. So that keeps the curtain away from your body when you're showering. So yeah, I think that's it for the shower. It's got two lights, and it's got another light, which is quite interesting. Different colors, so they kind of like cancel each other. All right, let's go to the back. So this is one of the main reasons why we bought this particular RV. This is the model that we wanted, because we wanted the animals to have a little bit more room to walk about. So this one, it's a very typical Canos. You pull this, right, and then you put that thing in the middle, and that's it. You got a very big bed, as you can see. Continuing with the bedroom thing, underneath we have the battery pack, as I said. This is the controllers for the battery. Let me see. So right now we are 88%, 878 ampere hour, and we're gaining solar, 372 watts. We're going to see the solar in a bit. This is the on and off for the inverter. We don't need it right now because we are connected to the wall. Oh, I forgot to tell you about this one. This is the refrigerator. It works on propane gas, as you saw outside, on battery. Right now we're using battery because we don't like the solar to charge our batteries too much. There's no need to overcharge it. And this works with the connection to cable when we are in a camp. Different settings, different temperatures. And right now it's half empty, half empty. We love our cheese, we love our butter. What's in here? Lots of meat, some salmon, some sausages. Yeah, Coffee likes a good life. So now continuing with the tour, we come to this back area. Shelves on top, of course. These are my clothes, these are my pants, this is underwear and pajamas. This is jackets mostly, but most of my t-shirts, yeah, and socks and gloves go under here, yeah. So that's where I keep my gloves, my hats, whatnot. This side I'm not allowed to touch, that's my wife's. But over there you have the solar power regulators. Yeah, so this is my wife's bed, this is my bed. Oh, on the wall we also have, as I said, another one of those tiny inverters. So it gives us plugs over here. But these ones are connected to the RV. So these ones would be 220. So if we are on the wall, we can use them. Or if we turn on the inverter, we can use them. But if not, then we have these cigarette lighter sockets that allow us to use this car inverters. Tiny. but very, very useful. This is one thing that I really, really like is the LevelMate Pro. It's a Bluetooth device that actually tells me when I'm parking into a place whether the right side is higher or the right side is lower. So that's why we have those orange blocks that I showed you, so that we can be as level as possible. This thing to hang on something. This is from IKEA. Yeah. What else do we have here? This is very, very interesting. This is one of those additions that we made to the RV because this is an RV made in Germany, and German people are very tall. So for a German person, this would be probably like a chest level, I think. But for us, I'm Chinese. My wife's my wife's Chinese. I'm Colombian. We're rather short, so we've been hitting our heads so much with this goddamn thing, but like 4 or 5 times, really, really hard. Or you're here and you wake, boom, really annoying. So we bought this furniture foam protector kind of thing and stuck it all the way to the bottom. So this is something that has, and now when you hit yourself there, it's no worries, no issues. This is an interesting thing from Conos. These are actually, they carry power, and that's what powers this particular light right here. And you can move it left, you can move it right, you can disconnect it. That's one of the things that we did with, because there were two here at the back, so I put one where the dining table is. That's it. Oh, this is a very interesting thing. When we are in a place and we want to, it's a little bit hot but not too hot, we don't want to turn the inverter, we don't want to turn the air conditioner, so we use this. It's one of the biggest fans we could find, and it works on these right here. So we can leave it on for 3, 4, 5 days, and the battery is going to give us enough juice to power that. And the way that we use it, because the cats are jumping around all the time and being a bit annoying, we put it here on the roof. Let me show you how to do it. So what I'll do is I'll just close it, right? Because we don't want mosquitoes to come in. And then, give me 1 second. And then this thing goes in here, right? And then I close these ones. And that's it. Have a look. Then I can have it swinging to the beds, right? So if we're at night and we want to be comfortable, or if I want to turn it around, it's that simple. And now it's going to be blowing to the kitchen if we're cooking something and we want it to blow out, or I can install it on that one over there. So if I'm working, teaching, or anything, or watching a movie and I want to be cool, so I'll just take it and hook it up over there, and that's it. And this goes into these things, right? Pew! Turn a small inverter, and now it's on. Okay. Here we go. Great. So this is a great solution that be proud of. Yeah, but here in Yunnan is not too hot. This area of Yunnan, which is in the north, is not too hot. So we don't use the fan. We don't use the air conditioner. We just open this sky lids. Oi! And that's about it. How do you like that sky? All right, one other thing that we installed, again, as I said, we have a lot of these things. We installed another one of those cigarette thingies out here, and we have another of those small inverters right there. So computer, iPad, phone, anything we need to charge, that goes in there. 125 million USB cables, because they'll give you one. And let me explain something that we installed on this RV that was different. Most of these RVs, right, they come with these, let me open it because you wouldn't understand. They come with these mosquito nets, right? And they kind of like, they lock down here somehow. But our cats, the smart asses, they're able to kind of like play with it. And one day we left the window open and they went out. So it scared us quite a lot. So we found a solution, which is this mosquito net. Super tiny, leaves a lot of air in, but no dust, no nothing. And we put Velcro on the sides and Velcro on the thing. And then that one, they can mess with. So that's it. So in fact, we have 2 mosquito nets if we need it or if we want it. Of course, this one has that reflective blackout, so at night that's what we use. if we want some privacy, and you have this privacy little curtains as well. Yeah, that's normal. I'm not showing you anything that you don't know about if you are into RVs, but that particular one with the Velcro, it's in all the windows around the RV, because these goddamn cats can be very, very smart. So even here we have it, and all the ones at the back. Of course, underneath the sofa, yeah, there's more storage. Over here we have laundry stuff. Over there we have like big mechanical things like jacks and things like that. Some camera equipment and bags that I don't use too much, and that's it. This is my workstation. Yeah, this is my workstation. So if I'm teaching, I'll just put in, and I love this little thing. There's nothing that I hate more than people doing like online teaching or conferences and whatnot, and they look at you like this, and you see the nostrils. With this thing, then the camera, I can point it, whatever, and this can be extremely high. I'll show you in a second. So with this thing right here, I can even do a conference just standing up. As you can see, I can just stand here and do a conference, and it's just at eye level. So really nice little thing that I really enjoy and use it every day. Word of interest about this table. This table moves around, so it can go to the left, or it can go to the right. It can also go out, or it can go in. We changed it about 4 months ago because it was really uncomfortable, and for us to come in and come out. And since we don't use that area, we just push it all the way there, and then it's easy for us to come in and out this way. One thing, we changed the base, but we not changed the top of the table, because the top of the table, this is also a sleeping area. So if people want to sleep here, they can do that. And these edges, they actually fit the area, so that's why they're supported. Yeah, so let's go outside and I'll show you the solar, and then we wrap up this video. Alright guys, so climbing up, I'm going to show you the roof of the RV. So this is what it looks like. We have 1, 2, 3, and let me see, 4 of the big ones. These ones are, if I'm not mistaken, 200 watt, and 1, 2, 3 of the small ones, and these ones are 100. So this is 1100 watts on the roof. We have obviously the aircon unit, and these are the skylights. That's the top of the RV, and well, from here beautiful Yunnan, I would like to finish up this video for you guys. If you want to know more about traveling around China in an RV, living in an RV, make sure to hit the subscribe button, follow, share, and well, until we see you again, are we there yet? Bye.